the #1 movie in the struggle as artists isn't about appeasing the crowd. Rather,
Hello everybody. Hello, welcome to the stream. How's everybody doing today? Hello. Hi Nil, how you doing? Let me check if everything's looking good. Looks good. Everything's working as intended. Hey Tiago, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Pali, hello, bom dia. Bom dia, Alexandre, tudo bem? Olha, a minha manga rasgou bem antes da live começar. So, welcome everybody. It is Saturday morning for me. It's 11. I had a long week. If I could show you my calendar, I would. Like, it's a long week. Meetings all day. So this is my first day off, but I still have meetings all day. So I'm feeling a little disoriented as far as, like, which way's up. So I'm going to need you guys to help me today. What would you like me to work on? I have so many options, okay? So what we can do is, one, we can work on a speed sculpt monster. That is my normal cup of tea for TikTok. We can continue to work on this character that I've been doing as a guest streamer in Stylist League. I really like the feathers, actually, on this one. Let me show you. Where are they? Oh, I should probably put the bra that I made on. Where'd it go? Ah. Ta-da! But yeah, little feathers. Just really simple, actually, but it got the job done. You know what I mean? Like, you ever do that? And just job's done. We don't have to worry about it anymore. That's the goal here. So yeah, so we can work on this piece, continue to like add accessories and stuff. So I started working on an attempt of a belt. I don't know if you guys can see this. Oh, my PureRef is gone wild. So basically, it's like a beaded belt that is woven and it has big beads holding it together. I did a sketch last night while I was playing Dead by Daylight, while I was waiting for the like the lobbies to go through. So I just did the belt real fast, and I came up with a technique, and it doesn't look quite right yet, just because I was again waiting for a lobby to play a scary game. But you know, it was a good technique, I guess. Hey Adam, how you doing? Anast, hello. Nordeste. What kind of character is this one? So this is something from Brazilian folklore. Even though I've leaned pretty heavily into Tupi-Guarani clothes, which is kind of like one of the most abundant, like popular tribes in Brazil and like South America. But she is Caipora, a kind of a forest protector spirits. So I'm going to be adding things like vines and leaves as well to the design. She's supposed to have flaming red hair, which I haven't done yet. Here's some designs of it. Actually, I don't think I'm sharing my screen the right way. Okay. Here's some designs from Google. So like this is a classic design, like the flaming red hair. You know, this one has skulls too. Leaves. I'm gonna add leaves and vines. Got some more, like more of the animal one. Sometimes the foot is backwards because there's crossover with this different folklore. Curupira. And some more. And then I just have like a bunch of awesome references of people. I have this entire PureRef board. No, I have an entire Pinterest board, sorry, dedicated to people whose faces I find very interesting. So that has been amazing. Like this lady here, like, oh my god, gorgeous. So good. This lady, 10 out of 10. She's a Brazilian model. This is her in other outfits. So yeah. So just to get myself back together. So that's what I'm doing for this model. However, I'm not sure if this model should be what we work on. So I'm going to let you guys choose today. So do I continue on this one, or do I do a speed sculpt from scratch? The vote is open. Put it in chats, okay? Put it in chat and I'll count. You guys have 1 minute to choose. Is she supposed to be covered in fur? No, I'm not going to cover her in fur. You made anatomy from start. So I used a base mesh that came with ZBrush for this one. I actually have a video on it on my Instagram. Not like on it, but you'll be able to see kind of the progression of it all. Right here. So this was the base mesh. Right here. It comes with ZBrush, and then I just kind of edited it. I like to see you start a new design from scratch, any new ones. Okay, so scratch wins. So let's find a cryptid to do. So normally I have a list of cryptids of people that have requested it from TikTok. Ooh, let's move this out of the way. Let me go back to window capture. So what we got here, let's see. Cryptid. I had my assistant actually make a list of the most requested cryptids, but I'm not sure where that is. Shoots. Message my assistant real fast. So we got Baba Yaga, Mula Sin Cabeça, Green Man, Albat Witch. No, I think Albat Witch. No, I haven't done Albat Witch yet. Michigan Dog Man, Skunk Ape, Pesta or Dragon. Manananggal. Oh, I have done the Manananggal. It turned out too creepy for TikTok. I decided to not post it because I don't want to get banned. I am one strike away from losing my account. So, Boitata, Siren Head. Siren Head is in here. And Werewolf, which I've already started. But I'm not going to be doing Werewolf. Baba Yaga would be super cool. Maybe even Easter theme. See, you're on a next level. I forgot Easter was tomorrow. Even though people have been telling me over and over again. If you guys want to see me continue this model, just tune in to Stylist League on Friday, and you'll see. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Easter themed. Easter themed is a good idea. So what do we do? Spooky, scary bunny. Let's Google some sort of horror Easter bunny. I've done a lot of Easter themed sculpts in the past, that's for sure. Easter cryptids. Okay, so Easter cryptid. You guys do the research for me. Is there like a perfect Easter cryptid out there that I could use? Or just like a spooky scary bunny is good enough. I think a spooky scary bunny might be good enough, right? I'm gonna grab a few references. I think bunnies have the potential to be spooky on their own, if I'm gonna be honest. They have big teeth, you know. When you search for spooky scary bunnies, basically you just see all these like old school costumes that are terrifying. Here, I'll show you guys what I'm putting on my PRF. Got this, got that. This one's just got like a cat mouth, which I like, actually. I like the cat mouth thing. Supposedly the Easter Bunny is a cryptid, so yeah. Beaster Day. Okay, got some sort of like mangy, scaly bunny situation going on. Okay, we can do that. And then, of course, oh, this one's adorable. I'm just gonna put it in here for you guys to see it. I like this one. I would have this one as a pet. And then just to close it out, we need some pictures of actual bunnies. So, rabbit. Is the Easter rabbit a hare or a... Or is it a bunny? It's a bunny, right? Maybe a jackalope? I love a good jackalope. How do you pose in ZBrush? So there's a lot of ways. I never found a really good one, though. Make the bunny wear a sports jacket with realistic sculpted folds. Actually, I've been teaching that in my workshop lately. It's not hard. Oh, it can be hard. Blocking it out, at least, it's not hard. I'm gonna search rabbit anatomy. Should I do the whole body, or should I do just the head? I think I'm gonna do just the head. I need less stress in my life, you know what I mean? I prefer the look of hair, so I'm going to try to infuse the hair into this. I'm just going to crop the images, press down C, drag. Menti taught me this. We don't need all that background noise, that's for sure. Hey Tattoon, how you doing? Didn't see you there. Hello. Alright, let's get to sculpting, because we only got so much time, right? Go ahead and change my streaming method again. Where do you teach the cloth sculpting? So I just did on my workshop. I can post the links. But it's already done. We finished cloth on Wednesday, but there's still videos of it on the workshop. And also I'm gonna finish critiquing it. It's next Wednesday. I'm loading up my links here before we get started. Okay, so the workshop goes right there. Putting in the chats. Might as well, before I get started, put all of my links in the chat, right? Why not? Oh, I have an awesome new YouTube video coming out today, which does have to do with cloth, actually. So I will give you guys a preview. You deserve it. It's coming out today at 5, so in like 6 hours. I don't know how to use YouTube at this point. I'm confused, scared. So this video here. Oh god, how do I go full screen? Okay, we're gonna get there. We'll get there. So basically, oh, you guys can't see it. Oh my gosh, so hard. I'm telling you, I'm disoriented today. So basically, like how to make cloth folds like that. Cloth seams, brushes, and things like that. So stay tuned for that one. Okay, now I'm gonna get started. Oi, Paulo, sim. Okay, let's start from a little sphere. Sphere 3D, make polymesh 3D. Let's make it not so dark. Snake hook, good place to start. Symmetry is also a good place to start. Thinking creepy Easter bunny. What is the most messed up Christmas, I guess Easter bunny I can make to really get in the spirit of the weekend, right? Tomorrow I'm going to on a little road trip for Easter. But I'm gonna take my laptop so I can do work. Nailed it. So I also I haven't introduced myself. I'll introduce myself in a second. I hired an assistant. So now I have 2 people working for me. An assistant and video editor. And I thought my life was going to get so much less busy with the assistant. And yeah, he does so many good things for me, but I managed to fill all of that time with more things for me to do. You know what I mean? Like, you just can't win in that case. Because there will always be more things for me to do. So I'm just start with like a little bit of a cutesy face for the bunny. Does the video include folds too, or just stitches? It does not include folds. For folds, you're gonna have to watch the workshop. Also, I have a different video coming out for like how to make a kind of a fold brush, but not proper folds. So, do you work with any companies on video games or shows? So, sometimes I do. Right now, I'm a college professor. I normally work with companies that make more serious stuff. I do freelancing and things like that as well. Yeah, fine there. One day she'll have an army. I'm so sure that will be the case one day. Like after I hired the assistant, I was like, I can't believe I didn't do this sooner. So, wow, like I was like, oh my god. My life's a lot better now, I guess. I'd like to one day like have a bunch of people employed. It's where we start getting a little creative, I guess. We're gonna add some shoulder action. Thank you, Fish Boy. When you did anatomy course, what does that mean? Like, did I take an anatomy course or teach one? So I'm always teaching anatomy on the workshops that I do. Also, I'm going to be doing mini workshops soon for people who don't necessarily want to do the monthly workshop. They just can do the mini one. And it'll be, the first one will be on TikTok. I know, it's weird. But the first one will be about how to kind of create 3D art mini videos. Because that seems to be the direction that social media is going. And yeah. So I think it's important to know that. And so that's been the first mini workshop. Then after that, I'm going to do game topology, how to retopologize, and kind of like the theoretics of it all. We're gonna dynamesh this thing pretty soon. Now is when we're gonna do it. I'm gonna turn dynamesh. So, let's go ahead and get them. Okay. You're already terrified? Okay, so for those of you who don't know me, my name is Ana Carolina Pereira. I am a 3D technical artist by trade, VR developer, game developer, character artist. I like to say I'm a technical artist and VR developer by day, character artist by night. Been streaming with pixologic for a lot of years at this point, like four years, I think. I think I started in 2017. Somebody do the math on that. It was like February. No, it wasn't February. It was somewhere in. No, I think it was February 2018. So 4 years. And as far as character art is concerned, I do a lot of freelancing, things like that. I also am currently a college professor at the Ringling College of Art and Design, one of the most well-known colleges for game art, VR developments, animation, out there in the United States anyway. I also have my own workshop and mentorship program, and that is me in a nutshell. I love to stream. And if you guys have any questions about anything today, please let me know. And that could include, career advice, things like that, as well as basically anything you want. If you guys want to speak Portuguese, that's okay too. I think I'm gonna make the ears a separate tool, so that way I don't have to mess with them too much. Have you ever worked for a collectible company? Never. You want a Portuguese tutorial? How long does a character sculpt usually take you? So it 100% depends on the character sculpt. So like, is it a big character? Is it complete? Is it game ready? You know, like I know you said sculpt. If it's just a speed sculpt, it takes me not long. Like I can, if it's full body, maybe like 5-6 hours while streaming. If it's just a bust, 2 hours, 3 hours while streaming. Which, by the way, I say while streaming because that edits changes the time. Because you have to talk to people, read messages, do all these other things too that you normally wouldn't be doing. So yeah, those are my averages. But if it's like a real character for a client or for my portfolio, yeah, then that time changes drastically. It becomes way longer. I'm gonna go ahead and already block in the ears and block in the teeth. Or the teeth, I think. How to start with cavity map? Well, first you need a UV map, right? You need UVs, and then you can just kind of create a cavity map. You can bake a cavity map in ZBrush actually pretty easily, I believe. Let's go ahead and see your mesh done, so it's easier to deal with. Have you ever been put under pressure to finish something and had to stay up super late to finish it? And what was it? Oh my god, like, yeah, a million times. Yeah. Like all the time. It just depends on your time management, honestly. Like do you have to stay up like and finish something last minute? Like if you're honest with yourself, you might realize that no, you probably just didn't manage your time right. Do I do it all the time? Yes, I do it all the time. Last time I did it was shoot, what was the last time I did it? I think like last like non full-time job related thing I did was my NVIDIA tutorials. I made tutorials with NVIDIA, and whenever the deadline would come up, I would stay up all night, basically editing the tutorials and things like that. I'm gonna go ahead and go mirror it. So modify topology, mirror and welds. Got ourselves some bunny ears. Got ourselves a bunny that's forming, right? You guys can read that as a bunny, evil bunny for Easter. Yeah. Maybe he'll be eating an egg. Mushy mushy, hello. Mohammed, hello. Welcome, welcome. Tips on skin texture, pore, wrinkle, scales. So for scales, I have a ton of tutorials. Speaking of NVIDIA tutorials, so if you search my name and scales on YouTube, you'll find like legit like 3 or 4 like full scales tutorials on how to make scales with VDM brushes and stuff like that. For skin pores, I just like using like texture XYZ alphas or making my own. I actually have a tutorial on making alphas, but not skin specific. But yeah, there's some good tips out there. An evil bunny, I love it. Yeah. I don't know if he's gonna be evil. I just know he's gonna be like creepy. You know, like creepily trying to help. Maybe I say as I add a angry brow to it, right? Use mouse or keypad. I use a pen tablet. It's really the best way to go about creating anything in any software that requires input sensitivity. So the mouse only has two settings, on or off, full strength or no strength at all, right? Whereas tablets, they have kind of a spectrum of, you can go soft or hard. So like if I press down really hard, this is what happens. If I press down really softly, this is what happens. So it really helps with sculpting and painting and things like that. If you add tentacles at this point, it could become a much worse Dumbo octopus. I don't know what that Dumbo octopus is. Is it like a real octopus? I don't want to add more body. Just pulling out some ribs here. Just like this for now. I'm just gonna crop out the arms. Just give it a little crop. I think I've seen those kinds of octopus with the little bunny ears. Like, kind of like the pink one from Finding Nemo, but with the little ears. Okay, we're just kind of making a mess right now, but everything's good. Add like a kind of a spine situation down the back here. Kind of bring it out, yeah. Yeah, just kind of blocking some stuff out. We should name him too at some point. Let's go ahead and draw a line out of the teeth so that it looks a little bit more like teeth, I guess. Does anybody have any good Easter plans for tomorrow? Yeah, I think I'm almost ready to kind of start dividing up, so to speak. I'm not going to divide up, I'm just going to increase the mesh resolution if I'm going to be honest, but like that was too high. We got to kind of go gradually. And just kind of start trying to find the design a bit more as well. What the heck, Sandra? Probably work on art and relax all weekend. Nice. I wonder how big I should make the little eyes. That bunnies had like pretty tiny beady eyes, right? Tudo bem, Sandra, e você? I'm gonna insert primitives. Oh, that's the wrong one. Always choose the wrong one first. Insert some eyeballs. We'll go ahead and split unmasked points. Go from there. We can kind of continue from there. I don't think of them as having tiny eyes in comparison to the skulls. It's true, the skulls are pretty big too. Pretty small, I mean. We are in desperate need for some gums. In the past, I've done a bunch of Easter sculpts. I've done a bunny made of chocolate, just like a straight up, like tiny baby, like chocolate bunny. I've done a like medieval bunny before. And I think this is the third one. We're getting somewhere, right? It's creepy, right? A little bit? Is it? For me, it is a little bit. If I saw this guy, I would run, definitely. That's the measurement of creepiness, right? Go ahead and add some gums. Gums are super important because without gums, you can't really do a proper snarl. Does that make sense? I'm just going to go ahead and mask pen some gums in. It's just kind of like U-shape. Up and bottom. Solo it out. And then we're going to extract. Extract. Check it out. Okay, fine. Then it's going to kind of soften it all up. Straighten out whatever needs to be straightened out. The gums on top like are way out of place, so eventually there will be more supporting area for the gums. Add the teeth to the gums. There'll be like a tongue and stuff to kind of help hide any of the problems. Adrian, hi, how are you doing? You gonna play, drink an IPA and play Smash, nice. It probably reminds you of Donnie Darko because Donnie Darko is also a very creepy bunny. Like, Donnie Darko is probably the creepiest bunny. I didn't even put it in my in my, what do you call it, pure rough, because it was too creepy. And also the anatomy is way off. Get that viral situation under control. Oops. I like the little dead eyes, to be honest. Something I always do to like every sculpt is darken the eye area. I know I'm not doing that right now because I'm just masking for other reasons, but I'm just going to kind of bring the brow down. Okay. I do think it is time to bring out the Polypaint though, because I can't control myself. And then we're just going to do the usual. It's the usual, people. I don't know what else to say. Am I ashamed? Maybe. Do I regret it? Definitely not. Okay. Hooray! How song? How what? I don't understand MDC. Gonna add a little bit more intensity here. Raise them cheeks. Does a lot, doesn't it? Adds a little bit of intensity. Crease right here. You smile or scream. Also can finish. So I'm gonna stream today for 2 hours or so. So I'll finish it by then. Maybe not the render. I don't know. We're gonna see. About a creepy smile. The ears are in the wrong spot. We're gonna fix the ears in a bit. I'm gonna just try to like take off some of the roundness of the face. Otherwise, it's just gonna look like a self-portrait. Should I know how to draw to start sculpting? So Benny, this is a great question and kind of a huge topic of discussion, especially because it's all opinion based. Like there's no fact there. Like, you know, do I think if you don't know how to draw that you should learn how to draw first before you start sculpting? No, because it's going to take a really long time and then you're going to end up not knowing how to sculpt, you know, and you might lose your drive, etc. Does knowing how to draw help with sculpting? Yes. But it's not because you know how to draw, but it's because they all use the same art fundamentals, right? When you're drawing, you learn how to think in a visual form. You can probably learning anatomy, probably learning like how to design, all sorts of cool things that you need in order to make a good sculpt. It's the same stuff you need to make a good drawing. Once you practice sculpting, you'll naturally become better at drawing and vice versa. So you don't have to, no. I know plenty of artists who don't draw at all. Okay? Don't let anybody tell you that you have to, because they're just slowing you down at that point. Does it help? Yes. If you have interest in drawing, I highly recommend, like, actually do spend a little time doing both. Some first Damian standard here, probably to just kind of create some drama. This is the drama spot right here. Add a little drama, and be good to go. Like that. So ears needs to come out from the side of the head. We're gonna upgrade that in a bit. But I do like the intensity we've got so far on this character. But like, it's just an evil bunny. It's not really a Easter bunny, so we gotta actually brainstorm some ways to infuse a little bit of festivity into it all. Thank you, Alexis. I'm glad you like it. I should have released this as a TikTok tomorrow, but I'm gonna need like assistance. Does anybody want to spend Saturday editing a TikTok? I will pay. Let me know. DM me. Bright pastel colors is my first thoughts. Maybe you can paint the mouth like it has chocolate instead of blood. Oh, nice. Oh, yes. I was thinking about asking you as well, but like you're already busy with the other videos. I don't want to like throw too much stuff on you to do, you know? You know what we need? More teeth. Right? #1 rule for making something a little creepy is just add more teeth, peoples. Let me search up rabbit skull real fast because I need to find out what that looks like. Okay, not as many teeth as I was hoping for. We're going to improvise. Snake hook. Oh my god, please. IQ curve. A little move brush, kind of give it some curve. Smooth it on a little bit. Looks good from the front. I'm not sure about the side. Muito chupi que você entende melhor de profundidade. H-polish versus flatten. So I personally like H-polish, but I think H-polish, it doesn't... I'd have to showcase it, but basically, like, both use the normal of your brush, but I think H-polish updates as you go, and flatten stays with the original normal that you chose, so it really does flatten. Thank you, Elsrex. I'm gonna make this as like a TikTok for tomorrow for Easter, and also post it on Instagram and stuff. But yeah, I need somebody to edit it for me because I have meetings all day today. Actually, okay, I'm exaggerating. I have 3 client meetings. I have to do a couple of things for my business, and then I have to go on the road. All this ends at around 6 p.m. So I won't be able to edit a TikTok today. And at this point, you know, I don't think I have the strength. I might have the time, I just don't think I have it in me, you know? If we need to, oh no, Shannon, I haven't seen you in a meeting in months, right? I actually look forward to it a lot. I think a bug bit me. Oh no. I look forward to that. I look forward to my client meetings. It's just that I really do. I enjoy my job like thoroughly, and I'm not to sound cheesy or anything, but I'm really freaking lucky I get to do it. But I was just complaining. I wasn't complaining. I was just saying that I can't edit a TikTok because I have a busy day, basically. I'm not gonna reschedule an entire meeting just because I want to edit a TikTok. That's for sure. It's not gonna happen. Mirror on the Y, I think, is what I need. Where'd it go? I already stretched the teeth out. It's all good. It's all good. Just block out, right? I had a very creative dream last night. You know things are about to get rough when the streamer starts talking about a dream they had last night. But I dreamt that I was at a stable, and every animal there was horse-like, but kind of magical in some way. They were like insect horses and things like that, and unicorns. It was really cool. It was a really creative dream for a character artist. I'm gonna tell you guys something. I'm not used to having artistic dreams. Normally, I dream about being stuck at the airport, being on an airplane, being on a roller coaster. So that, those are my dreams. I dream about what are my other? Being on a car, for 10 years. Some of my main dreams are just being stuck in modes of transportation. Does anybody here interpret dreams? What does that mean? What does that mean for me? I also dream a lot about hiking in Brazil, which is my home country. I dream about that all the time. Like if I was hiking in Brazil, but it's never real Brazil. I always think to myself in those dreams, wow, this place is so beautiful. I can't believe it exists. And then I wake up and I'm literally disappointed because I actually wasn't there. And it doesn't actually exist. So hiking, driving in cars, being on airplanes. I dream about being at the airport once a week, being in an airplane twice a week. It's like that. Let's add a tongue. I'm gonna go ahead and quick save. I'm quick saving a lot. This today, it's part of my TikTok strategy. If I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and I'm making a TikTok workshop. It's almost done, and I'm gonna teach you guys how to go viral on TikTok. I guess whenever you're ready, whenever I'm ready, I'll tell you, and then you can get ready. Let's go ahead and append a sphere. 3D, there you go. Let's make it small, tongue size, in fact. This looks like he's eating an Easter egg. That could be a fun little thing to do, right? Easter egg crunching bunny. Let's add a one side egg shape. I don't like that. I hate that I like that. I'm gonna stick with the original plan, but remember this in the back of my mind for later. Let's go ahead and solo this out. Just do the usual like basic tongue movement, or not movements. I guess yeah, motions of the tongue design. And just do the thing here. Oh gosh. Lord. Yeah, he actually makes him look more menacing. Yeah, we'll put another egg in. We'll be okay. Okay, so let's add the other egg then, just as a placeholder. I'm gonna grab that, make it smaller again. Make it a little wider. That read is an egg. Maybe if we paint it. That's good color for an Easter egg. Spots. Spots are the way to go, huh? Love anatomy sculpting. Me too. I like it. Maybe the egg could be like a bomb or something, like with a little fuse or something. I'm still extremely inspired by Dead by Daylight, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, you guys, like, normally I'll play a game, I'll get addicted to it, and then I won't do any art about it. But like nowadays, everything I make has that like a weird Dead by Daylight like undercurrent, so to speak. I just love that game. It's so nice. I love it. You guys, some of you have played it with me, right, in the past? So yeah, maybe I can do like a brush curve tube. Yeah, we need to have a session with the mentees again, definitely. I mean, like, I keep meaning to. I just feel bad because, like, it's no longer free on Epic Store. So, like, anybody who new who wants to join has to buy the game, you know? So I feel kind of bad for them for that reason. Let's go ahead and select that egg. It looks a little, you know, unsaturated. So I'm going to go to Polypaints, adjust colors, and we're going to saturate that bad boy. But yeah, I'm always down to play some Dead by Daylight. It's like playing hide and seek, but with a monster that wants to kill you, basically. It's nice. This is going to be so epic. I'm glad you think so. I'm like dying to make it a whole thing, you know? Overscope the heck out of the sculpt right here. I'm just kind of like shading in some future anatomy here that I might want. Flatten out some pecs. I'm sculpting right along with you, not this far along though. Making a creepy bunny as well then. You know what I need to do? I need to make the body bigger, I think. So let's try it. This might kind of cause some issues I'm gonna have to repair. I'm gonna try and find like a natural line here for this edit to happen that long. Lots of softening. Then I want to make arms so bad, but I've already been streaming for an hour. Let me check my calendar again. Rare rabbit, love it. Yes, please make arms. Don't beg me in the comments. Can't deal with that. Okay, maybe I'll make arms. Because I feel like I need arms in order to tell the story I want to tell. Oh, there goes my pen. You can see this line down the middle is because I stretched the body. I believe it will be worth it in the end. Alright, so the first step for arms is going to be to just kind of make delts again. I'm not gonna worry about their shape too much because I won't really be able to get a feel for it until I have the rest of the arms anyway. Then let's go ahead and append a sphere. I'm just gonna go ahead and insert sphere, honestly. Low poly one. Make it kind of a post. Now that I think of it, we'll have to change the delts again. Can you show me the reference? Of course. Got some spooky bunnies. Bunny with cat face. Something like that. Some hairs. Yeah. Is there a way to merge subtools but keep polygroups different? And keep merging and making them the same polygroup? How weird. Normally when I do that, it keeps the polygroups. You can always remake polygroups by going to polygrouping right here. Let's Polypaint. Where's the group stuff? Polygroups. And then auto groups could work. I actually changed my mind. The arms are overscoped. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry to those of you who wanted arms. It's not gonna happen. I just remembered that I'm doing a lot of work to not stress myself out, right? That's how I started the stream, right? Today we're not gonna stress me out. Today, I have a good day. Right? Right? That's what we agreed on, right? That was what we agreed on, right? So, yeah, I'm just gonna leave that alone, and then just at the end, maybe if there's time, we will do the other thing. Arms are overrated. I was gonna do like an arm like pulling on the side of the egg like it was a grenade, you know, like but I don't think it's gonna happen today. Unless I'm gonna outsource some arms. I could also just use like a base mesh too, so that's always an option for later. Work on that snarl. Feliz Páscoa pra você também. We're definitely gonna add some whiskers though. So, figure out these little ears while I'm still thinking about them. These come well. Hey John Silverland, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. By the way, I'm going to post my links again for you guys to go follow me if you'd like. Got social media. It's the best way to get a hold of me, keep up to date with my latest artwork, my stream schedule, my announcements, my free content. I have a YouTube channel now where I've been posting tutorials and other things like that. So you should definitely go ahead and follow that. I got an awesome Discord server that you can join to hang out with and network with hundreds of really awesome, really nice 3D artists, really just dope people in general. You know, like it's a very nice, positive environment. It's very safe, very nice. So if you like to take a workshop with me, learn straight from me, get classes, feel free to check my Gumroad. Let that save. It's always good to get a little save in. I've done so many like snarling. I'm just realizing now I've done so many snarling things in the past. Like I don't know. Let's do something new soon. You gotta think of like more cryptids that are pretty cool, you know? You made this stuff look so easy. It's practice, like just over time. It's become a little easier, that's for sure. And the V, a great skin for Junkrat in Overwatch. How long did it take for you to feel comfy with the 3D stuff? So I started learning 3D in college, and I learned 3ds Max, and I hated every moment of it. I learned a little bit of ZBrush in college. I'd say maybe like 3 months until I felt comfortable, but I was still making like super dumb, like time-wasting mistakes, because, you know, that's just how it is. You can't get away from that until you gotta make the mistakes in order to learn how to not make the mistakes, you know what I mean? So I'd say like super comfortable, maybe like a year, 6 months to a year. Comfortable enough to show people how. I think 6 months was like when I'd have some people over from school and I'd help them figure out ZBrush. You know, we'd all help each other with like whatever we were good at. This is super noob to ask, but I skipped over it. The red ring cursor in ZBrush, is the circles have meaning? I meant to look that up the other day. Yes, the red circles do have meaning. So the outer circle is basically the size of the brush. You see that? As you make the size get bigger, the brush gets bigger. Woo! And the inner circle is basically so basically the inner circle, everything inside the inner circle is the brush applied at 100% intensity. Everything outside of the outer circle is the brush being applied at 0 intensity, and the space between the two circles is the fall off. So that's why when you make the brush like pointy like this, you get a lot of fall off. So let me show you. I'm grab the standard brush. And listen to some dubstep while I explain to this. Let me skip ahead. I like this actually. It's not bad. We're just gonna listen to dubstep, whatever. So if I make the focal shift really pointy, the brush, gosh, if I make the thing a polymesh first, of course, so it becomes pointy, the brush. If I make it wide, it becomes like really wide like this, and that's just the fall off. So basically, in the inner circle is the focal point of the brush where it's applied at 100%. Yeah, you control gravity brushes or turn gravity on for brushes. Yes, actually, I did this in my workshop on Wednesday too, because like we were doing cloth folds, and using the gravity is actually a great little hack that you can do to make your cloths feel like they have more weight automatically. Which software do you use for retopology? So most of my career I used Topogun. Then I switched to Maya, so now I've been using Maya, but I've been thinking about switching again, so I'm in the market. I think I'm gonna try, there's like some new thing on iPad. There's Topogun again. You can always go back to Topogun, that's for sure. Tips on eyeball painting. You said you start with black, like heart people and all. Yeah, so I'm not gonna paint these eyeballs, but I've done like 40 million different demos on those. So if you find like literally any stream I've ever done that has a creature with eyeballs that have been painted, you'll see how I do it. But yeah, I do black to light, dark to light to give it more dimension. I love your station. Oh, thank you. The model of Christopher is amazing. That one has some history behind it, that's for sure. Did I say this Christopher, or like did you just happen to know him? Yeah, I say it in here. So, you guys want to hear a story about that model? So there's this. It's actually old. I need to take it out of my portfolio. It's very old. It's almost basically embarrassing to have it in there. I paid this guy $50 to come to my house from school, and I asked him basically like to like strip down, and so I could take photos of his body so that I could use him as a model, like a little model for my model, right? And I didn't have a camera, so I borrowed my father's camera. And I took all the photos, I used it for the model, it was fine, it was perfect reference, just great, right? But then I gave the camera back to my dad, and I forgot to delete the photos from it. And that is weirdly, the story ends in a mystery, because this has been years and years and years, and I've never heard back. I don't know if I think the photos are still on the camera, he's never seen them before. At some point, a historian's gonna find them. Question, how long did it take for you to learn anatomy? So, like, I'd say that anatomy is an ongoing kind of thing that you learn. Like, I can't say I know everything about anatomy. Definitely not. I mean, obviously. Just continuously learning. You'll always be able to understand a shape in a new way, or, you know, memorize a new thing. I personally think that teaching it is like one of the best ways to learn it, if I'm gonna be honest. Father mental breakdown. That camera is not in Brazil, so I can't even like go find it real fast and see if it's still in there. But by the way, like that was worth it. Like a lot of people like, how do you learn anatomy? Like, dude, just like if you want an anatomy that looks natural, pay somebody to come model for you. Like, just recreate their body. There's no such a thing as a, you know, the perfect body. Everybody's learning anatomy on these like decked out, like zero fat, lean, lean bodies of men. You know, like don't necessarily just do that. If you want something to look natural, use a real person. I know it sounds cheesy, but it's so true. Use a real person. The guy that I used for that model, he was very fit, but like, it's almost impossible to be as fit as most of the anatomy references that we are exposed to as 3D artists. Você desenha em 2D também? Desenhava. Faz anos que eu não faço isso muito. I don't think guys can do that, come off as creeps. That's not true at all. Like, that is just a preconceived notion you have, because, you know, I've been around the art scene for a long time. Like, models, like, figure drawing models, like, that's a thing. You know what I mean? Like, the only way to come off as a creep is to be a creep. Like, we take this stuff very seriously, you know, like, you know, there are some certain decorum rules that you need to be able to follow around these sorts of situations, right? But they happen all the time. It's a very normal situation. Hi, Knights. How you doing? Work from concept and work from imagination. What do you say is better? Well, again, tough question, because first off, always use reference. So that's not the same as concept, of course, but use reference even if you're working from imagination. But two, like, both of those are different skill sets, in my opinion. So, like, how do you put it? If you're designing, then don't work from concept. If you are just trying to get your 3D art done, then do work from concept. I think both are important, but if you're going for a 3D artist job, normally working from concept is even more important. Because that's what most people are going to end up doing in their career anyway, is just working with a concept artist. Concept artist makes the design, you just make it in 3D. It's extremely important to get that down. If you want to be a designer yourself, concept artist, 3D concept artist, then you definitely need to work from your own designs as well. I know I do. I do my own designs. I do them straight in ZBrush. I do that because, one, I am crazy. Two, is just how I like to operate. You know, because it's part of what attracts me to art in the first place, is making my own stuff, my own designs. Was dynamic ZBrush of any use? Yeah, I'd say so. I don't use it a lot, but like, you can totally get away with it. Like doing some like brushes too with dynamics, like using dynamics to create some cloth folds, turn that into an alpha. That sounds really nice, actually. For like a hairless bunny situation, so I know that like hairless cats have a lot of wrinkles, so we're just gonna roll with it. Sometimes I miss some points while working in 2D concepts, mostly adding some extra volume. Any tricks to visualize? Oh god, I don't know. Whenever I'm having trouble visualizing, I just like step back, flip the canvas, walk away, look at it from farther away, look at it with my. You'll see me doing this a lot when I'm sculpting. If you didn't already notice it, you're not ever gonna be able to unsee it. It's just like a change of perspective. I also glance off to the right because my OBS window is open, and I can see my model smaller, and even that is already like a change of perspective, you know. That kind of already does something. So just change your perspective if you're having trouble visualizing. Sometimes like even working on a different piece for a second is good for being able to jump right in and knowing exactly what you need to do next. The famous head and head tilt. Yeah, it's just a perspective thing, I think. I Google the image of this hairless bunny for mine and then I'll build fur on top of it. Nice. Oh, obrigado, Pablo. Yeah, your head rotation face. Oh, thanks. Super Saiyan mode. No, Super Saiyan mode for me is when it's like 1 a.m. It's time to go to bed, and all of a sudden I'm on a roll, and I'll be like, I will sleep when I'm dead, and then I'll literally like lose it at night on my own here. Something nobody's ever witnessed. Oh, okay, some people have, but not you guys, I think. We're gonna do this area later. I'm still trying to flesh out the head here. Let's go ahead and add some like forehead wrinkles. Sphinx cat style. I've been doing that. It helps a lot, even leaning back my chair. What kind of style do you prefer to work with? I like semi-realistic. I like whatever it is that I do when I'm just vibing. Like I have this very particular style that I developed over the 20 years I drew before ZBrush came into my life. I developed the style in that, and I still do it whenever I'm just riffing, like, and improvising. Whatever this is. It's not really realistic, right? It's more of like it's like exaggerated and whatnot in some ways. Bring the ears higher so that it reads better as a bunny. Tudo bem, Wesley? Tudo ótimo comigo. Let's go ahead and add some I think my other model has some stuff I can use for whiskers. Let's go poach it from my other model real fast. Let me hide these skulls, they're way too heavy. I'm gonna use this as a whisker. Yeah. Let's go ahead and append. Oh. And the whisker. Okay, let that happen for a second. Você ainda mora no Brasil? Não, não moro. Inclusive há muito tempo. I think it's huge. Oh yes. Scale situation lately here has not been the best for me. I have not been managing my scales well. Go ahead. And curve. Let's bend some curve. Gosh, Topology needs to get updated. Let's zapped. Go ahead and ZBrush this bad boy. Save first. Brushes have had dynamics. How's that done? So basically, ZBrush like a few years ago came out with dynamics. You can do cloth dynamics and things like that. There is a tab here called Dynamics. I highly recommend you check it out. Hey Rita, how you doing? Okay, now let's try again. Bend, curve. Yay! I think that's too curvy, right? Out. Okay. I think I'm going to also make it thinner a little bit, so I'm going to go to the formation and maybe like reverse inflate this, like just ever so slightly. Except for the tip getting destroyed over here. The whole thing needs to be kind of yoinked up to create more intensity, I think. His moves topological, he can move one whisker at a time, but they're so skinny, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to grab. Okay, that's all I wanted to do. Check the BPR to see if the render at the end is going to look okay. Yeah, sure. Okay, great. Then I'm going to mirror its geometry, mirror and welds. Where is that? Modify topology, mirror and welds, array. How do you duplicate drag? So basically all you do is control drag. It only works if an entire like object is unmasked. Do you get bash a lot? Like not as much as I should, but I'm working on it. I'm gonna go ahead and merge the ears and the body, so let's bring that down. Merge down. Okay. The next time I Dynamesh, they should all join together. I like your live stream. I don't understand what you meant, Sebastian, but thank you. The message generally comes across very positive, so thank you. I keep bash everything. Having good base meshes is key. Little by little, I'm gonna remember to kit bash things more often. I just kind of Don't that often. I mean, like with this model here. This one. I used a base mesh that came with ZBrush for the body, and then everything else was like brush based. The hair was just placeholder. Everything's a placeholder really, except for the beads. But yeah, definitely so I guess a little bit of kit bashing took place, right? I'm thinking about kind of, you know how some bunnies have like that, like Himalayan fur. I think that's what it's called in genetics class. Maybe just a spot on the nose is good enough. Do the red eyes? Maybe. I kind of like the white eyes, but actually red eyes, that sounds good enough to try. So we'll try it. Let's check the VPR real fast. So red eyes. Let's search for bunny with red eyes. Red-eyed rabbits. Cute. Very cute. No, it kind of breaks the design that I've been going for, but let's try something like this. It's creepy, anyway. Sometimes I like to do like a little blue hue on the eye, just to like give it a little blind eye, so to speak. Hi Serge, how you doing? You always break things down in an easy and philosophical way. Is it good to watch 2D drawing tutorials to learn anatomy? I've been watching them because there's not a lot of tutorials for 3D sculpting. There's some good ones out there. In general, sure, you can... Move fast, let me stretch, I'm tired. So, be careful when learning anatomy from other artists, because inevitably, there will be something that's wrong with it, especially in 2D drawing. Like, I see a lot of like anime-based or like comic book-based anatomy, which is great if that's the style you're going for. If you're trying to go for something more realistic, then like I would probably go for more classical training of like, you know, certain books and crochets and things like that. But whatever works for you, and like it's a good enough place to learn like how muscles connect to bone and the names and insertions and things like that. But I still recommend working from photos, from scans, whatnot. Use Maya, Max, or Blender for box modeling and bring into ZBrush. I can't stand modeling in ZBrush. Well, no, I actually just use ZBrush. Well, I use Maya too, but like actually, my software of choice for box modeling is Modo, which nobody uses anymore, I think. But here's the thing: I block out all my characters in ZBrush. I don't box model characters ever. Like, that is carpal tunnel town for me, so I'm not gonna do that ever. You'll never catch me doing that. Make some bristly hair. Okay. This is so cursed. Hello, everyone. Hi. How you doing? Black eyes. I'll throw some black eyes on there just for funsies. I like that too. Very like de-unforced situation going on, you know. The thing is that like it doesn't work well with the color palette I've chosen. I don't think. Thank you, Begga. I'm glad you like it. For making some bristly hair, like I could just kind of come in here, kind of mask out some hair areas, I guess. Not the ears though. Like this. And like just throw on like default fiber mesh on there, because normally that's a little creepy. Oh, oops, not open. Lightbox fiber. Actually need more coming down this way, I think. And then you just kind of make the coverage like, oh wait, not the coverage, I'm sorry, max fibers go way down. What do you guys think? Keep the fiber mesh or get rid of the fiber mesh? I'm creating hard surface box modeling ski, but that's what works for me. Oh yeah, we're not talking about hard surface modeling. Okay, I think I might keep that. It's a little creepy, right? What if he had a mohawk? No, I don't think I'm gonna go for a mohawk. Let's continue to edit this. So I want the length to go down probably a little bit. Okay, that works. I'm gonna quick save and then accept. I vote for no fiber. Oh shoot. Hopefully I didn't just lose all my fibers. Okay, there it is. Do you ever create hard surface or just organic stuff? Yes, I do both. I do both. I actually, like, normally on the job would do more hard surface than character art normally. But not lately. Lately I've been kind of not doing any art at all on the job. Except for, like, Unreal stuff. Now it's the hard time to make the hard decisions. Do we keep the egg? I've grown accustomed to the egg. Make the egg an arm. Oh, we're not gonna make the arm. No, not today. Not today, Satan. Did you have a good birthday? Yes, I did. Thank you for asking. Then, like in Photoshop, we can just kind of cut off the excess situation here. But I guess with the fibers, that's not going to work out very well, huh? We'll find a way. Okay, I think we just flesh out the front of the torso, and then I'm ready to render. I'm going to render here with you guys, and then we're going to call it. So let's just flesh out the torso, and then like flesh a few more things out too. What's my method for creating hard surface? Just normal modeling. I don't do anything fancy. Booleans when necessary? I don't know. I just like using Moto. I'm gonna try this one tip that Bradley Color showed me yesterday, which was how to put it? It was like to create something that feels like skin. So we'll try that today. Also, there was this other tip by one of my mentees that he said that if you just mask out where you want the muscle to go, I think that mask out where the shadow of the muscle is supposed to go. I haven't tried this properly yet. Then you press Control H. Then you kind of just model, like push in that area. Oh no, invert. Control H. You just push in that area. Supposedly it makes good muscles, but I'm not sure yet. I don't think I'm doing it right. Doesn't work for me, not right now anyway. I'll have to have somebody demo it later. Yeah, we're just gonna kind of add a little bit of like a slight fleshing out of muscle here. I'm just kind of like make it nice and go ahead and reset current brush. Doesn't feel right. Make it nice and like fleshy, you know. Almost finished detailing my reptilian creature, and I'm so proud of it. Nice. Did you post it in Discord? I haven't finished in Discord yet, a bit nervous. Aw, don't be. It's not like nobody's gonna judge. But I understand the hesitation, that's for sure. I would probably have felt the same way. I didn't know Discord existed, though, whenever I started my stuff. So, I'm not sure if it even did. on here. I'm gonna stop it right there. I don't think this part's even gonna be in the render that much though, so that's okay. Let's go ahead and Dynamesh up. And then just put kind of like a little bit of more tension in there, more detail. Oh my god, the fiber mesh getting in the way. Let's turn that off temporarily. Who are the key artists that influence your style? For myself, old Capcom artists like Bengus help shape my style. So, hard to say. I probably immerse myself in way too many artists' work at the same time. And I find that like a lot of the artists I follow just do like semi-realistic styles anyway, so it doesn't really influence my style. Whenever I'm doing something stylized that I'm designing, I just literally let the flow take me, so to speak, like the vibes. I let the piece take control. Like it sounds weird, but like I'm sure a lot of you guys have felt that feeling of like letting the artwork kind of tell you what it needs, and then just going from there. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you liked the bump over the eyes. Thank you, 88 Scrolls. My favorite animal. Oh gosh, I like so many animals. I really like any big cats, any camel, as long as it's wearing a little outfit. Is it true not safe for work artists are looked down in the industry? In the community? I haven't seen it happen. But also, like, if you're smart, you're gonna do that under an alias. Aside from the ears, did you do the sculpt from one object? So all the different aspects of it are different objects. So I did the body from one sphere, the ears from a separate sphere, the eyes from a separate sphere. The whiskers I stole from a different model that I was working on. This one. I took the nose accessory and I made it into whiskers. Gums were extracted from the body. Teeth were spheres. Sparkle's gonna be bad if you don't say anything besides cat. Oddly specific. Okay. Freckles is just sleeping. He's vibing. Watch Red Panda. Please do Red Panda sculpt next. Okay. I mean, I'll try to remember. I probably will forget this request. So, make sure you send it to me again next time whenever I'm asking what should I do today. I think tiger team, not lion team. I like tigers more. But I like the dynamics of lions more. Thank you, Valar. Oh, the other charcuterie you had? I'm like, what do you... Charcuterie? What's going on? Okay. I think we're ready to render because, you know, we're just out of time. Gotta move on with my life at some points, right? So let's go ahead and frame it up. ZBrush to Photoshop plugin for the win. Send to Photoshop. But yeah, that character, I'm actually working on it throughout the month of April, so yeah. Yeah, Mike Tyson coming in with the tiger facts. Doesn't he have a tiger? I think I saw that in a movie one time, like a long time ago. Yay, render! Let that roll. And that lighting was a little creepy. I like that. Maybe we can do something fancy with the lighting today. Normally I just go a little really basic. change the way I'm streaming. Here we have it. The layers are coming in. Still loading. There we have it. I think it's done now. Let's also go ahead and export the better alpha mask. API render pass mask. I'll just go ahead and export that real fast. How many Easter Bunny folders do I have? Easter Sloth? What is that? There we have it. I'm gonna go ahead and open Photoshop, open that new file that I just made. Easter Bunny. Start off by copying this mask into here. Kind of refine it a little bit. It's not perfect, but it's better. Then question all of my life choices because the whiskers look a little bad. Oh my god. Oh god, they look not very bad. Okay, I might have to redo that. I might thicken them out. Or just increase the resolution of my capture. That could also work. I'll just plan out my my render with you guys. I'm gonna stick with the preview. But there was this like one light that was like extra creepy. Like this. How many monitors do you use for setup? 2 monitors, but oh, and a Cintiq, so 3 monitors. Thought the render wasn't in ZBrush. So this is a ZBrush to Photoshop plugin render. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of change the background color. I'm going to keep it dark, but maybe not pure black. My rule of thumb. I'm going to go ahead and already add a little bit of like red spookiness to the background. Orange spookiness to the background. Starting to not be sure about the lighting situation. I'm turning the shadows back on. Then go ahead and Gaussian blur it. Just make the shadows softer. I hate a hard shadow. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Do not like. It's not for me. Then I like to duplicate my shadow and make it colorized and turn it red so that it kind of fakes the look of subsurface scattering. And I make it kind of discreet. Like really discreet. And sometimes I do the same thing with my ambient occlusion. So duplicate that, colorize, make it really, really heavy on that. And then bring it back down again. I'm going to put all of this in a folder, and then in that folder I'm going to add a layer or a mask, And kind of paint out this bottom part of the body that's like not done. Kind of like hide the situation that we got going on with like the missing arms and stuff. And get rid of some of the red underneath too. Whoop. Gonna make that transition more discreet. You don't want to highlight it with all that red. See if there's any backlighting I want to do. I think maybe this would be fine. I'm gonna duplicate that. Then levels, I'm gonna just fake it till I make it, reduce the reach of the shadow. Change the color maybe. I may like to make it gently blue to kind of pretend that it's the sky, but like gently. Does this antique ever heat up? No, I never felt it heat up at all, actually. Is this gonna be a new TikTok? Yeah, if I can get it edited in time, it will be. What do you guys think? Dark version or light version? Or maybe both, like if I just turned the darkness down a little bit, right? I think just not making it pop. Tiny bit of speck. Maybe if I just add a little depth. Drama light. A little bit of levels does help. Nice, Syed. Not sure if I like it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and take the preview layer, which is what I always do, duplicate it, and move it all the way up so that I can see kind of the before and after, see if I made it worse or better. So that's before, that's after. I think it is better after, actually. We'll fix the cropping and the composition in a second. The egg does need to stand out a little bit more. I can use a subtool ID. Try to get it. Get that egg. I'm gonna go ahead and magic select that. Create a new adjustment layer. Levels. And just should have just made a folder for that. I'm not sure. I'm gonna do a little bit of hue saturation. Make the egg more saturated. Is there a better color combo for this? Make it look more like an egg. Definitely trying this. Definitely do. It's useful. It's definitely useful. Oh, thank you, Leonard. Have a great rest of your day. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna add a fire effect. First, let me add a little glow outside of the bunny too, because I like doing that. Crop. Composition is quite bad. I actually have to add a little bit at the top too. There's like a flare effect in Photoshop if I'm not mistaken, right? Okay, so then I'm gonna duplicate that, hide the original, filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and just kind of blow it out a little bit. Kind of start faking some glow and then switch to lighten or screen mode. I'm glad you think it's scary, because that's the goal. Scare all the kids on TikTok. What else do we need? Oh yeah, the little spark. Probably just gonna get that off the internet if I can't. Oh gosh, my computer is like freaking out. Okay. Maybe I'll just search for spark blur effect images, transparent modes. I'm gonna edit. So I'm gonna duplicate that, hide the original because I like to work with a copy normally. Okay, what am I gonna do with this? I'm gonna go for white on this one. So the rest of the piece is too bright now for this to make sense. I'm gonna add this to a folder. Then I guess it's time for bringing back that darkness. Darkness wins out. So I need to lighten up this area right here a little bit. Try removing the red background. Why? I kind of like the red background. Maybe it's too strong, but I like it. Which one am I looking for? Right light. I'm gonna kind of hide this area here. I don't know. I don't like these like little weird little hair shadows too much, so I'm just gonna manually hide them. Then what else? What else we got? Maybe if I Control L and try to like reduce the reach of this one, I can find a separate light that kind of matches the location of this and just kind of have it cast on the face. So it's on the right. I think it might be this one already. I'm just going to add another mask. Go ahead and paint it black all together. I'm trying some new stuff, guys. Don't worry about it. We're gonna paint this black. And we're gonna come back in here and we're going to grab brush, paint it white just in that area. Then kind of change the color of the lights to be yellow, yellowish, kind of match the sparkler. Then go in here and then paint out that area so it's not too bright. And turn down my opacity. That we're getting that yellow instead, to some degree, bouncing off the face. Hello, Chris. Somebody suggested to make this blue. No. Not today. Maybe the next time. Last time I did a render, it was blue too. I'm glad you think it's spooky, Christopher. Let's check the before and after again. Okay, we definitely made progress, which is the goal. Before and after, right? Crazy how little rim light adds so much dimension, right? And then last but not least, I think I'm gonna make the render a little bit wider this way as well. Said I was gonna undarken that shadow, right? That's too dark. Gotta find out where it comes from. Actually from here. Oh yeah, last thing, I'm gonna add my name and then we're gonna call it a stream here. 2.5 hours, exactly. Bring it down. And there we have it, our Easter bun bun. 2.5 hours of stream, we got it. It's not the worst bun bun ever. Alright, hope you guys had a wonderful stream. I'm going to go ahead and post one last time my social media for you guys to follow. Come see the finished video for this, right? It's going to become a TikTok, so definitely stop by, follow me. Following me on social media is the best way to get a hold of me, keep up to date with my stream schedule, announcements, things like that. Make sure to join the Discord as well if you want to hang out with and network with amazing 3D artists. Okay, I have workshops and mentorships for you to check out. Alright, everybody, have a great rest of your day. I'll see you I'm not going to stream tomorrow because it's Easter, okay? But I will stream again on next Friday on Stylist League and then Sunday on my own channel, Anna Carolina